Had a viewer ask me about upgrading their CDL from a Class B to a Class A. So I figured I'd record this short video to answer that question for anybody that may be looking into upgrading their CDL, be it from a Class B or a Class C to a Class A. It's actually really a simple process. This will be a short video. To hold a Class A CDL, you need to take the general knowledge test, you need to take the air brake test, and the combination vehicle test, okay? So if you already have a Class B or a Class C, chances are you've already taken one of those tests. Chances are you've already taken a general knowledge test, and you may have even taken your air brake test. If you haven't taken your air brake test, that's fine. Either way, you're gonna need to have taken all three of those tests in order to be able to upgrade your CDL. So let's just say you've already, to get your Class B, let's just say you already took your general knowledge. If you want to upgrade to a Class A, you need to go back and you need to take your combination test and your air brake test. If you got your Class B and you've already taken your air brake test and your general knowledge test, you'll need to go back and take your combination vehicle test. If you've got your Class C already, and you've got, you know, your general knowledge taken, and you've got your passenger endorsement, your passenger endorsement, you've already got that completed. Whatever you have completed, you're going to need to have those three: general knowledge, air brake, and combination. So whatever one of those that you haven't had taken, you're going to need to schedule an appointment with the DMV to go in and take the written test for the portion of the test that you haven't taken, depending on which one you haven't taken. Once you take and pass those tests, then that should get you your commercial learner's permit, your CLP. Now, in the state of Virginia, if you already have a CDL and you're going back to upgrade your CDL from a B or a C to an A, then once you get your commercial learner's permit, I believe you only need to hold your learner's permit. You need to hold your learner's permit for at least 30 days before you can go back into the DMV and schedule your actually take your road test to be able to get your actual commercial driver's license. If you have, now this is off the subject a little bit, but if you've never had your CDL and you're going in to get your CDL and you get your commercial learner's permit, excuse me, I may have that wrong, and this is in Virginia. If you've never had your CDL and you're going in to get your CDL, you're going to need to hold your learner's permit for at least 30 days. And that is unless you have driver training, unless you go to CDL school. If you already have your CDL, and this is in Virginia, and you are upgrading to get your A, you're upgrading from a B or a C to get your A, you won't need to go back to school, and I believe you're going to need to have your commercial learner's permit for at least 14 days in that situation before you can go back in and take your road test to be able to actually get your commercial driver's license. So it's really basically 3 steps. I hope I didn't make that more complicated than it needed to be. Whatever you need to have 3, you need to pass 3 different written tests: combination, general knowledge, and air brake. So if you're upgrading whichever one of those that you haven't taken, you need to schedule an appointment at the DMV and you need to go in and take those tests. Once you take and pass those tests, that'll get you your commercial learner's permit. And being that you're just upgrading, you'll need to hold your commercial learner's permit. And again, this is for the state of Virginia, for at least 14 days before you can go back into the DMV and actually take your road test. And you probably already know already, but your road test consists of the walk around inspection, the inside inspection, the air brake inspection, the backup test, and the actual road test. So that is how that process works. If you're not in the state of Virginia, or if you're in the state of Virginia, I want you to understand, I'm just a guy on YouTube that is making these helpful videos. What I would suggest that you do is go to your state's DMV website and just type in upgrade CDL or upgrade commercial driver's license, and it'll probably take you right to the section in your state's commercial driver's license manual to tell you more information as far as what you got to do to upgrade from a Class C or a Class B to a Class A. I hope that information helped you out. This is Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker. Be sure to like the video if you got value, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to go below and click the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of my future helpful trucking uploads. See you guys on the next video. Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker here. For more helpful CDL tips, go here or consider subscribing to my YouTube channel right here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but instead you chose to be here with me, and I really appreciate that.